So I wanted to review with you the information that we covered yesterday on Python dictionaries because it's an important data structure, and as I mentioned, we're going to use it when we do our little decoding and encoding of our cipher. So first of all, let's just go over the syntax of a dictionary. Remember that a dictionary is a data structure that stores key value pairs. And those pairs are separated by a colon. Okay, I'm just adjusting my pen a little bit here. So the syntax is as follows. We take a variable name, which I'm just going to call dict, and inside of braces, we list our key and value pairs separated by commas. So we might have something like the key name, which is a string, associated with somebody's name, like the name Madison. Then we might have another key, age, which is a string, associated with the value 14. Then we might have another key, class, associated with the value not much. Both of those are strings. And for now, that is the entire dictionary that we're going to be dealing with. And so that's the syntax for setting up a dictionary. So what I'd like to do next is take a look at how we access individual values from this dictionary. So the way you assess values from the dictionary is by referencing it with square brackets. So you take your variable name, in our case dictionary, dict, and you indicate the key that you want to find the value for. So if we want to know what value is associated with the key name, we simply access it by putting it in the square brackets. So if we wanted to print this, stick a print in front of it, and what shows up when you print this better be Madison, since that is the name we have associated, the value we have associated with the key name. If we were to print the key class, well, that ought to show up as not much. In general, if you want to access a particular value, you put the name of your dictionary, a square bracket, and then the key that you wish to find the value for. When you do that, that will produce whatever the value happens to be. So that's the general deal for working with these individual values in a dictionary. Now, these dictionaries are mutable, meaning that you can change and update their values. So, for example, I think we were being a little harsh with Madison. She does have some class. So if we want to change her value associated with her class key, we can simply assign a new value to that key. We might say she has the string some class. We can also add a key value pair to a dictionary by simply assigning the key. In this case, we'll make a new one called school. School, a value like SCHS. So this pair just got added to our dictionary. This is a new key value pair. And I'm going to smiley face that thing just because I want to. Because it's kind of cool that you can just add that in. So we can update an existing value for a particular key, or we can add on a new key value pair just by assigning that key a particular value. Useful built-in functions, and one of those is called del, D-E-L. If you want to delete a particular key value pair, you simply write del, which is our delete command, and then you write the key that you want to remove. If you were to do this command, it would simply remove that key value pair from your dictionary. If you want to clear the entire contents of a dictionary but keep the dictionary itself, you do a dictionary name dict.clear, the clear method. In essence, what that does is that makes the dictionary equal to a blank dictionary. So it gets rid of the key value pairs, but the dictionary itself still exists. If you want to get rid of the whole thing, then you just del the whole thing, D-I-C-T. Alright? So you can delete a particular item, you could delete all of the contents but keep the dictionary, or you can delete the whole doggone thing and remove it from memory. One other useful method that I want to take a look at is the length function. And we've used this before to find the length of other data structures. But if you want to find out how many key value pairs are in your dictionary, you simply send that dictionary to the length function, len. And when you do that, this is going to, return an integer, in this case 4, because we have name associated with Madison, age associated with 7, class associated now with some class, and then school associated with SCHS. So we have 4 pairs in our dictionary, and we use len to figure out that value. Finally, let's go over the 3 methods that we mentioned in class, and we sort of stumbled our way through them. But the first method that I want to show you is the items method. If you call the items method, it returns a list of the key value pairs, and each of those pairs is written as a tuple, which we haven't studied much yet. But basically what it returns is a list, which of course is contained in square brackets, and each item in the list is a key value pair which is included in parentheses. There's no colon there though, so I better erase that. It would be a key comma value because tuples are comma separated. It's almost like an ordered pair. The first value. Remember yesterday when my hand was not writing what I... Geez, here we go again. I'm going to stop talking and write. Okay, so we get a key value, and then we get another key value, and so you just get a list which includes all those things. And then eventually you get to the end, and it's a closing of the list. So when you call the method items, it gives you this list. And if you want to access them like we did in our for loop, you would have to say for parentheses key comma value in dictionary.items. Now sometimes you just want to have a list of the keys. And so to access a list that's just the keys, the first item in each pair, you simply call the keys method. And for us, our keys were name, so that's the first item in our list as a string, age, which was the second item, class, and then finally the one that we added was school. Now, if you want to access a list of just the values, you would just call the values. method, and that would return a list simply of the second items in each of your dictionaries. So for us, that was her name, Madison. I think her age was 14, but I may have written it as 7 on another slide. But anyway, whatever the value is for her age, we wrote some class. I guess that's amusing to me, although I don't know if it's really that funny. And then finally for the school, it was SCHS. And we close off that list. So when you access dictionary.values with the parentheses there, that method, it's going to return a list of just the values. So that's a little review of those dictionaries that we worked on yesterday. Now let's get back down to business, and we'll talk about how we're going to use these things. So good luck.